The moon hung low in the ink-black sky, casting feeble beams that barely penetrated the dense forest. I stumbled through the underbrush, each step reverberating with the eerie silence of the night. The chill in the air clawed at my skin, and an unsettling whispering wind rustled the leaves overhead. I had lost my way while hiking, the twisted trees forming an impenetrable maze around me. Panic gnawed at my insides as I pushed through the suffocating darkness. The only sounds were my hurried breaths and the occasional snap of a twig beneath my boots. I could feel unseen eyes watching, and an ominous presence lingered, saturating the air with dread. A distant howl echoed through the trees, freezing me in my tracks. It was not the cry of any creature I could identify. My heart pounded in my chest, the sound of my own fear drowning out everything else. The path behind me seemed to warp and shift, morphing into unfamiliar terrain. It was as if the forest itself was alive, toying with me. A flicker of movement caught my eye, and I turned toward the shadows. Eyes, glowing a malevolent red, stared back at me from the thicket. A guttural growl rumbled, sending shivers down my spine. My flashlight flickered, threatening to plunge me into complete darkness. I fumbled with the switch, panic escalating as the light danced erratically. As the beam steadied, I saw them, shadowy figures, half concealed by the trees, closing in. Their forms were indistinct, twisted amalgamations of branches and darkness. I stumbled backward, my breath catching in my throat. The howling intensified, reverberating through the haunted woods. A skeletal hand, gnarled and elongated, reached out from the inky void. I felt an icy grip on my shoulder, and a voice, ancient and malevolent, whispered in my ear. "You trespassed into our realm, mortal. Now, you belong to the shadows." The forest swallowed me whole, and my terrified screams mingled with the haunting chorus of the unseen horrors that lurked within its depths.